couple years ago, SkillsUSA was hosted at Fauner Park in the sheep barn building, and we noticed that the paint wasn't drying fast enough for the students, and it was taking all day, and there was just poor organization out there for our specific competition for them. So that's when we decided to step in and say, we have this training facility here and this extra space. They would be welcome to come and do their competitions for refinish and auto body at our shop, and yeah, it's worked out well ever since. I see a really big difference because I'm part of the interview judging team, so I get to see students from their first year in SkillsUSA to their second year, or maybe beyond if they started in high school. So I get to see that continual growth over how they compete in those things. And so I think for us it's helping the industry, all the colleges across Nebraska grow and have the students be the best they can be is really what matters to us most. And you can tell the students that do choose to come to SkillsUSA, they just want to be the best they can be, and so we want to help them grow as we can, because if it's not today that they are working for us, maybe it's going to be 10 years down the road. So my favorite part about SkillsUSA is to see the growth over time, just because I get to interview them and talk to them every year. So I get to see, them be less nervous, or, they're killing it with interviews, or they're testing questions. They're gonna excel at that. And then overall, I think that makes them more confident to go into their technical skills of, welding and painting and things like that. And yeah, just kill it.
So my name is Joe Baker. I'm from Metropolitan Community College. I am one of 5 collision repair instructors out at the college. I've been teaching for 10 years full-time. Prior to that, I taught for about 6 years, so all in education, about 16 years. SkillsUSA has been a really good opportunity for my students. It's an opportunity for us to connect students to the industry and then to that professional environment. And it's always been a thrill to bring our students every year and compete. The state competition here in Nebraska has been really good for our students. And we talked a little bit about the shop involvement and having a shop like Levander's host this, and we couldn't appreciate that more. When the students come and compete, they actually are around judges that are from our industry. They're not just regular instructors that they're around every day. So they actually get some industry involvement there. It's an opportunity for students to network, but then to really show their talents that they truly have. So one of the best parts for me bringing students to SkillsUSA is the typical student in collision repair, refinishing, or estimating. They're not always the student that had the opportunity to compete maybe in sports in high school that just maybe wasn't them. They're typically a trade student, right? So when they get to come here and compete on that stage, and you even see some of the parents come and watch the competition, it's really rewarding. We're gonna have the opportunity tomorrow morning to be part of the closing ceremony and the awards. And when the students do have that opportunity to get dressed up, to wear those black pants, that white shirt and that tie, and you see them on the stage smiling, that's why we do it as instructors. That is a big part of SkillsUSA, is partnering the industry with these students. And when students do come to SkillsUSA, they have that opportunity to network. Having somebody come watch their craftsmanship that isn't somebody that they're around every day really means something to them. It's the opportunity for students to really showcase what they can do. And when the local industry gets involved, donates products, judges, hosts a competition like this, that's where the students, they notice things like that. And these are our future technicians in our industry. And I couldn't be thankful more for all these partners that have made this happen. The industry in general has an aging workforce. And it's really important that we get young people involved in the collision repair industry, because eventually those people that are working on cars right now are going to want to enjoy their retirement. And so when we get young people involved in organizations like SkillsUSA, it really benefits them and it benefits the industry as a whole. So one thing I like to always talk to students about is the opportunity here is you are competing against the best of the best. You're competing against the best in the state of Nebraska, and later on you may have the opportunity to compete in the best in the nation. But when industry gets involved with the younger generation, that's when the eyes open. and they can see what they can do later on in their future. Our industry is always rewarding. It's something that's been good to me personally. I grew up at where college wasn't necessarily financially a possibility for me, and I was very lucky to get a tuition-paid scholarship to go to Metropolitan Community College, where I now teach, and it was Plan B. What I think is really exciting now is that collision repair and the automotive industry in general is a lot of Plan A, and that changes the game, right? When you see technicians that can do well for themselves and can support their families, it means something as instructors to us, and then to the industry as a whole. I mean, we need them.
I'm Chuck Sanson, the Automotive Refinish Technology Coordinator, 5th year involved with SkillsUSA. I work for LKQ Refinish. With our involvement with Skills, I got involved initially as a judge, and then with my passion behind the automotive refinish and collision, technology field, I wanted to get more involved. I felt like SkillsUSA was a great, avenue for the kids to exceed in the industry. And with LKQ Refinish involved, we provide all the products for the refinish technology contest, and our team is all involved with the judging and coordination and prep work for the whole competition, because I want to see these kids succeed. There's a lot of different avenues within the automotive collision industry that they can go, not just in a collision center. So with me on the distribution side, I know there's a lot of other avenues that they could go on that too. Maybe the shop's not right for them all the time. Obviously that's the starting point for a lot of these students, but just raising the awareness of the industry and how valuable it can be to somebody is where I get, I guess, the passion behind giving my time, giving the products. If we can provide that to these kids and make it a good competition, a fair competition, then they get to feel that success right out of the gate whenever they're in that student. We got high school kids, we got college kids, and if we can get them started while they're in high school and pique that interest, then it'll carry on, and hopefully they'll end up in our industry to continue it growing. I guess being involved from the ground up, I went to automotive collision refinish school, worked in a dealership for a number of years before I went on the distribution side. But there's always, technicians, managers, estimators aging out. It's the way it works. So it gives these kids kind of a chance to see all ages of people within our industry when they come to SkillsUSA. They get to compete with their peers, and maybe they'll be working side by side with them someday in a collision center. There's collision centers all across the U.S., all around the world. So it's like, the world is really their avenue. They can pick and choose where they go. There's always cars to fix. There's always cars to, estimate. And there's always, on the distribution side, there's always somebody to service and provide that service for. With being involved with LKQ Corporation, we have our salvage parts, our aftermarket parts, and then our refinish division. And now we also have our diagnostic program where we're doing diagnostics and calibration. So just within our organization, we're worldwide. So that's another kind of aspect where these kids may not get to see that in high school or college. But that's another aspect of the automotive area that may pique an interest there, and they may, follow that route like I did. I got into it. I was fixing cars, doing body work, doing paint work full time, and I was young, and I took a leap onto the other side of the distribution, fell in love with it, but I still get to touch the whole collision industry. I still get to work on, teach technicians on how to fix cars, how to fix them properly, train painters, talk to estimators, talk to managers. So it's a really cool thing with Skills where they get to come here once a year and compete, but be around, like you said, be around all these different peers and see, maybe those instructors that are teaching their kids, and they get to see other instructors from other schools, and the high school kids get a real good look of what their future could hold too.